Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be going over RePro, which is a emulation of the Sequential Circuits Pro 1 by Yuhi. This is currently still in its open beta until the end of 2016. I think you can buy it also. It is dubbed as researchware. And yeah, the general format is if something noteworthy comes out that I want to play around with, I'll play around with it live in a video. So this is like my first time use. So, yeah, already. Okay, I'm going to turn on the HQ mode. I'm not sure what sleep mode does. I'll leave that off. I'm going to leave a high quality mode on just because I'm gangster like that. Tweaks. Okay, so, okay, this is obviously, you can select the different revisions and tweak the envelopes and oscillators. P1 and P5. No idea what that means. Sequencer, quite robust. You can have two patterns. That's awesome. And the presets or whatever. All right. Registered to beta tester. That's pretty cool. You can find this on, look up Yuhi Pro 1, and it's in KVR, and you can get the beta, and it'll give you a serial number. The current thread is new public beta 2 November 24th, and yeah, it'll give you a username and a serial. That's you can use it full featured until the end of 2016, which is pretty cool. Anyway, all right. So yeah, how this works? You have oscillator A and B. You have your mixer section. So we'll just turn those both down. Give your noise and your feedback, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you have oscillator A and B, and you can have either a triangle or square or both. And so they're kind of a mashed together sort of thing. So it's more than just two oscillators. It's a kind of, this is an old school kind of PCV equipment and all that. So for oscillator B, it can also act as a sub-osc. I'm a little bit familiar with the sequential circuits Pro 1. Yeah, so yeah, and each has pulse width, which is a very classic sound. Oh, I'll turn that on. All the way up until silence. And these can be modulated. Pretty cool. I have the RS-MET signal analyzer for just seeing what's going on. Thing about these kind of older synths is they have a lot of low end, rich low end, and that's because they're analog or whatever. You can get that digitally, of course, as you can see. It's just kind of tricky with certain synths that aren't digitally, synths that are like VAs, or not VAs, that are like wavetable, whatever. Yeah. So you can mix in a square with a ramp triangle. See, back in the day, triangles were not triangles. Saws were upwards. They're ramps, not downwards, which have a bit more bite. Yeah, things were different there. Let's see. I want to see what the revisions do. Oh, it inverts them. Clean. Wait, does it invert? Doesn't invert the saw, so yeah, you cannot get a down saw, which is kind of interesting to me. It's interesting. The DC offset, when you turn it on, it takes a while for the DC offset to kind of calibrate. It's an interesting behavior. All right, let's move on. I like this view. So I like, oh, Ghosts and Pac-Man. That's a neat reference. All right, let's drop in a square. Turn that up. Go low frequency. Oh God. And what else can you do? You can sync them. Let's turn that down. All right, so let's test out the filter with. Right when it smudges, it kind of smudges when the resonance gets up. Self-oscillating, very nice. So you can effectively make a sine wave. A sine wave is available, even though you don't see it. So the feedback is that. Let's look under here. Rounded and driven. And this is where the the HQ mode would come into effect. Oh no. Sorry for all the dogs out there. Neat. And you can pitch track it, which is nice. Okay, let's knit. I wanna drop the envelope in. Set that to 100. Very neat. Add some noise. Interesting envelope shape. We change that? Wait. Neat. I want a sequence. Let's turn that. Play. Okay, so you can record. And then play. Oh, Neat. Okay. No tweaks for the modulation. Oh, pulse width. Oh, neat. So you can actually set it to repeat the amp. Guess not. Alright, let's check out the effects now. Got a wave folder. You got a delay. I sneezed. Rescue. Oh, it's an EQ. Oh, you can add some low end here. I'll turn off that art. That's a very lovely. That is a very lovely filter. Get down, round it. Look how it just jiggles. Well, it's like jiggling. Okay, let's end it. Oh, snap. You can invert the saw. That's awesome. I don't know why that amuses me. So you can have an interesting kind of pulse thing going on. That is that is quite gangster. You have like an interesting kind of pulse thing going on. As opposed to. Alright. I don't know why that amuses me. Maybe it's like in the original unit. I'm not too familiar with it, but like maybe that was like a hack that people kind of did. Maybe like yeah, they inverted it so that they just ripped off the panel and just soldered some stuff. Or who knows? Oh, fine tune. That is fabulous. So let's do that. Okay, we can add in that. Now what's going on now? Oh. Wow, that sounds quite nice. So what do... Oh, there's also like a transient kind of thing going on here. I assume that's a reverb, pre-delay, might be plate. And we have EQ there, alright. Anyway, yeah, on the gate light, that's neat. What I like about it, I like you can just take off the panel and mess around, pretend that you're calibrating. This is a variable kind of resistor. You can how what you would used to do is you used to like open these things up when they would go out of tune all the time, so you had to like change these around, uh, increase or decrease, and you'd have to use like an oscilloscope or like a signal generator. And yeah, I don't know, that amuses me. And what's this? Oh, you can adjust the curve as well of the envelope. So you can have like a nice kind of non-linear analog type of thing going on. Yeah. What would be really interesting is like if you could like kind of solder wires from uh certain potentiometer outputs to other ones and just kind of like route it that way. That'd be pretty neat. And yeah, I don't know. Like if you're gonna show a circuit board like this, like I want to like see each kind of signal. If anyone's ever used the Unreal Engine, the blueprint kind of thing, it'll show you like what's being affected. But that's like years down the road for things like that. I think that'll just be like the de facto standard of emulation is like you'll be able to see the emulation going on and like see what each you know voltage regulator, I believe there's a voltage regulators, what each voltage regulator is doing, its character, what each potentiometer is doing, its resistance, each one of these switches, um, and all that, and like put in different values for the cutoff to see what's going on. Anyway, rambled on enough. This has been fun. This is kind of like a format that I enjoy doing, kind of like off the rails, off the cuff, kind of not a review, but like a first time kind of use case. Yeah, I found it quite fascinating, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.